how to feel great about yourself, even when you don't feel that hot, and what might be sabotaging your success. Hey everyone, Marty here with another edition of Upgraded Energy Performance and Weight Loss Secrets 101, if I didn't say that. But I'm here with a new video for you because, as unretired former athletes, we all have these old nagging injuries, right? Like, we have all these injuries that we got back in the day, and it sometimes makes us default to, I'll work out tomorrow. Have you ever been there before? Like, I know I have, and you really want to attain a higher quality of life, and you want to feel like you feel like you felt back in the day, but that might actually be sabotaging you for success, and this is why. So, you might be like, man, I want to feel like I did back whenever I was 17 or 18, or back whenever I was 24, 25. Me personally, I don't want to feel like I felt back then specifically because I was fat and overweight, but I can remember back whenever I was in the prime playing how that felt. But the fact of the matter is, it's like no matter how hard you try, you're never going to be able to go backwards in time and feel like you felt back then. And in fact, you might be limiting yourself because you probably could feel better. So yesterday, I was training Amanda. She suffered a knee injury back around Easter. And, she had been out for a long time and needed to get back in the swing of things. So about a month ago now, started training her, and she's come a long way, and she's doing amazing. But there are three things along the way that I wanted to share with you guys that's been critical to the success right here, because working around these old nagging injuries is a tedious task. So here we go. Tip number one, acknowledge how you're feeling. So we all have these old injuries, right? And most competitive people, I know you, you expect excellence from yourself. You expect to be able to perform. So you're going to default to tough it out. Competitive people, that's just what they do. They just tough it out, and you're too tough for your own good. And that can lead you to training in a way that'll put you down for longer because you're ignoring the warning signs and red flashing lights going off. So we have to remember to train smart, which leads to tip number two. It's like, how do you train smart? Well, it starts with knowing yourself. And it doesn't necessarily even start with the physical. The first question I would ask you is, are there any chronic negative emotions that you're experiencing, or even absence of emotions? Because sometimes life hurts so bad that you stop feeling feelings. I've been there before, and I'm not a therapist. I'm not giving you counseling on that. But I will say that me personally, after having recovered through several injuries, you go through these phases where you're like, don't be a bitch, screw it. I'm going to work out today, and then only to find yourself put down for the next 3 to 4 days, maybe a week or two, going, oh my God, like I can't move, and like I feel like a piece of crap now, and I feel completely worthless. Been there, done that. But the appropriate levels of physical activity are going to make you feel great regardless of where you are. And so once you begin to acknowledge and actually either begin to allow yourself to feel feelings again or acknowledge the negative emotions, you can use it as fuel to move forward. And so tip number three, all it takes is a little workaround. And yes, it is true that smaller injuries cause bigger injuries. It's just this thing called the cumulative injury cycle. So if you keep training like a knucklehead on an injury, you're going to get more injuries. And if you keep concentrating on the injury, you're going to get more injuries. So be sure that you're taking the appropriate time to heal, and that time frame, of course, you're getting from your doctor. But even after you've taken the time to actually heal the injuries, the muscle imbalance remains, and the muscle imbalance puts stress on the joint, and you can strengthen the joint by balancing the muscles around it. And that in itself is going to help out with the way you feel, because you're going to be making progress when you take this approach, and progress is happiness. And you're also going to be resolving any sort of emotional duress you have, because your joints and joint pain are directly linked to the emotions that you feel. So how should we move forward from here? Because you're like, okay, Marty, you're like, I need to train myself. I need to move my body, but I have these injuries to work around. I could overdo it. I could underdo it. Here's the bottom line. You may be dealing with nagging chronic injury, and you just have to be careful to not use it as an excuse to let yourself off the hook, to where you constantly keep telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. That's what truly makes you feel worse. And instead, you can feel great by simply moving in a controlled and intelligent manner and making progress in inches, maybe centimeters or millimeters. That's what's going to lead you to feeling awesome about yourself. Not to mention, it's going to make other people upset, because, hey, nothing better than to make people upset than to feel great about yourself, right? So the big takeaway here is that you can feel better pretty deadgum quick just by making a little bit of progress instead of saying, I'll do it tomorrow. So before I forget, I just redid a bunch of stuff on the website, gearedupinsider.com. Go ahead and check it out if you instantly want to feel better and see where you need to go and see how we can help you out. There's a bunch of cool things. Just go and check it out, gearedupinsider.com, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.